Donald Trump met with America's number one enemy, Vladimir Putin, at the G20 summit. Does that make Donald Trump a traitor, or is he just treasonous? Find out next on today's episode of Trigger Warning Radio. Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin had themselves a little get-together today at the G20 summit in Germany. The two heads of state discussed various topics in a 2.5-hour meeting that was originally supposed to be a half-hour meeting. They discussed things such as Syria. They even agreed to a little ceasefire in southwest Syria. And they also discussed Russia's meddling in the 2016 elections. Now, when I heard about this meeting that they had, I have to admit the first thought that crossed my mind was, how dare he? How dare Donald Trump meets with Vladimir Putin? Vladimir Putin is easily one of the most evil men on the planet. Far more evil than Kim Jong-il. He jails journalists. He runs his country like a dictatorship. And what's worse, he hacked the 2016 elections here in the United States, as we all know, of course, on Donald Trump's orders. Vladimir Putin hacked into the DNC's email servers, and they distributed all of this information that was so damaging to Hillary Clinton, and in fact cost her the election. If it wasn't for Vladimir Putin, we would be singing the praises of President Hillary Clinton rather than having to deal with the abject failure of Donald J. Trump. Now, the big question that comes to mind, ladies and gentlemen, the big question that I have here is whether or not Donald J. Trump is treasonous, or whether or not he is a traitor for having this meeting. Obviously, he should not be meeting with Vladimir Putin. I mean, the man meddled in our democratic elections. He screwed with the democratic process. He hacked all sorts of things during the election, and he cost Hillary Clinton the election. This has been proven time and time and time again, and why Donald Trump isn't in jail already, I can't understand it. I just can't understand why. Now, again, Donald Trump, is he a traitor or is he treasonous for meeting with Vladimir Putin? He should have told Vladimir Putin to pound sand when he requested this meeting. That's what he should have done. He should have looked at Vlad straight in the eye and said, "You know what, Vlad? Fuck you. Fuck you. I am not going to meet with you. You screwed with our elections. You messed with the democratic process, just like Barack Obama did in Israel, and just like Barack Obama did in Honduras as well, and just like Barack Obama tried to do in England with the Brexit vote. How dare you meddle in our elections? That is our territory. That's what we're supposed to be doing to you people. So you know what? No, I'm not going to meet with you. Fuck off and die. And oh, by the way, I've got a couple nuclear ICBMs coming towards you. They're heading to Moscow right now. You might want to tell folks to duck and cover, buddy. That's what Donald J. Trump should have said. Instead, we have this 2.5-hour love fest where I'll bet Donald Trump was just loving it. I'll bet Putin was putting one over on him, and Donald Trump was probably sitting there in the chair, laughing and touching himself as Vladimir Putin regaled him with all sorts of stories and nonsense. Really, if Hillary Clinton was president, I can tell you one thing: if she was president, she would have nuked Moscow by now. She would have nuked Russia by now. We wouldn't have had to deal with Vladimir Putin's crap, I'll tell you what. You know what else she would have done? She would have taken a couple nukes, and she would have sent them down to Texas, too. and she would have taken care of all of those deplorable fuckers down there, and she would have taken care of that fucking frog, Pepe, as well. Fucking little Mexican frog thing. I don't even know what that is, but again, Donald Trump should not have met with Vladimir Putin. He just shouldn't have done it. He flat out should have completely denied Vladimir Putin's request and said, you know what, fuck off and die. No, I'm not meeting with you at all. You know what, apologize for meddling in our elections, and then maybe we'll talk. You know, it burns me up. It chaps my ass that we have to suffer under that man. Again, I can't figure out if he's treasonous or if he's traitorous. I can't think anymore. I really can't. I'm just going to go watch CNN. CNN's going to tell me exactly what to think about this. All right, I'm going to go watch CNN. They're going to tell me whether he's a traitor or whether he committed treason by meeting with Vladimir Putin, and all will be right in the world. CNN is my safe space. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Is Donald Trump a traitor for meeting with Vladimir Putin, America's #1 enemy? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Also, feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed today's episode, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next episode.